Hello, Wombat friends! Ending here for another episode of the epic story. When we last left off, we were actually helping Gandalf actually bring Theoden back from whatever type of crazy coma that he was in. Luckily, not as crazy as in the movie version, where he literally has his hair color change and do all this other stuff. But super duper awesome. Theoden is back. We danced on Gríma's injured body. And hopefully he doesn't resent us for that. And so let's go ahead and continue things on.
It seems your road entwines with ours for a pace or two more.
I would not celebrate so quickly here, were I you. War has already come to Rohan, and its drumbeat deepens with every pressing hour. We are beset on all sides by evils both known and unknowable. And to be near Gandalf is to be near danger. Gandalf laughs, but his eyes are stern. Gríma would say I brought the danger hither. I do not doubt. But I say Gandalf goes where he is needed, and for this day and every day that is to where the danger is the deepest. Gandalf's gift. Well, thanks, Gandalf. That's mighty nice of you.
Much has transpired since last we met, but my companions can give their account.
Fair enough. My own would take too long to tell, and from any other would beggar belief. You would trust my tale, I am certain, but then only because you have experienced some things nearly as peculiar. Know this, Stafting, I bear tidings both glad and sorrowful. The task set before our mutual friends is at the last homely house is still ongoing. Though some of that company are here with us in this golden hall, some others carry still the burden to its destination. The errand is not yet done, but neither is it abandoned. Those be the glad tidings. I will let Aragorn tell you what this joyful news has cost us, for it was not bought without strife.
We meet again, my friend. I am glad of it.
For it seems there is a shortage of friendly faces in this land. One man of honor I met, and he was imprisoned for his kindness to me. You press Aragorn on the matter of Gandalf's cryptic words, and the ranger's face falls. Gandalf gives you the joyful tidings, and leaves the ill news to me. It has been 1 week since our fellowship was sundered on Parath Galen, along the banks of the Anduin. Boromir of Gondor fell there. He gave his life protecting the halflings Meriadoc and Peregrine, but they were borne away by great orcs of Saruman. Others went another way. I had to make a choice, and I chose it. We could not abandon Merry and Pippin. I do not know if I chose all right. The orcs were destroyed before our pursuit ended, and Gandalf tells me the hobbits found safety. Should I have done otherwise? I cannot say. But now we must do what we can for Rohan, and put behind us what regrets we may. Do me a favor. Don't let rangers just go all crazy into Paths of Dead or anything like that, because it won't end well, I'll tell you that.
It is good to see you again, though we are met on the very precipice of danger.
How have you fared since last we spoke? You tell Legolas of your adventures, and his light laughter breezily flies all around the hall. What is it that our young friends used to say? You have gone from the frying pan into the flames. And the frying pan was hot enough. You have had adventures to spare, Staftang. It seems we all have done. I am glad your own journey brought you to Fangorn, as did mine. I could spend years exploring beneath its canopy, never feeling the passage of time, were it not for the pull of which moves my feet. Once our friends are safe, perhaps I will follow that pull to where it leads. Legolas notices your quizzical expression, and his usual laughter melts away. The sea, Staftang, he responds. I speak of the sea. Oh, of course, the sea, the
I have cloven a number of orc skulls since we last met, but it is not enough.
It has been several weeks since last we met, Staftang. What have you done with the time? I have cloven a number of orcs' skulls since then, but not enough to satisfy my hatred of the beasts. Some of their ilk led us on a merry chase across much of Rohan, and my chest fills with much pride to tell you I outpaced even Legolas on that race. I may have been winded through, but Gimli, Glowin's son, did not abandon the pursuit without need. When we were caught up with the Auric band at last, they had already been slain by men of Rohan. It has been 2 days since our pursuit ended, and I have nearly caught my breath again. I have never run so far or fast in all my days, and I would be content to stay in one place for the rest of them. If that place were a mountain with good stone and deep roots.
My heart is filled with hope, and I am eager to see the White Wizard pay for his crimes.
Alright, so Horn's happy.
The sight of Theoden King standing proud and tall again has done me much good.
Makes him feel younger. Okay. What about Gríma? What do you have to say?
I only want what is best for the king.
Oh, great king, masterful ruler, how much I
feel as
admire
if a
your...
heavy shroud has been lifted from my sight.
My days were filled with dark dreams, and my nights were no different. What foul craft of Gríma is to blame? No, not his doing alone. It was my weakness that allowed him to so dominate my mind. No longer! I am myself again, and free of his whisperings. It is well that Gandalf arrived here when he did, and that Hammer allowed him to pass the threshold. That transgression I will forgive. Gríma may have intended further mischief. Indeed, I am certain of it. Leave Meduseld and speak to Hammer. Tell him I want Gríma's chambers searched, and my sister son Éomer released from imprisonment. These actions were poorly done, and must be righted. Is righted a word? I know rightened is a word. I don't know if righted is a word. I think it is. But you'll never know. You'll never know. Okay, so all that craziness happened. Let's talk to
These
Hannah.
are better tidings than I believed possible.
Yes. You return from within on your own power, which tells me your wager was correct, and you will draw breath Until tomorrow, at least. Hammer listens as you recount what befell within the Golden Hall, and his questioning face is soon aglow with smiles. These are better tidings than I believed possible. Your friend both new and true, to bring me such words. Theoden, my king, you have been brought from the darkness by this wisdom of Gandalf. He is the Stormcrow no longer, White Wizard, friend of Rohan, and its people. I rejoice to hear it. Theoden King is restored at last.
I will guide you to Gríma's chambers, as the king instructs.
We must remain alert, Staftang, for Gríma may have left the seeds of some mischief in his chambers. He may still manage to work some evil, and that would be a cruel cut indeed. To know of his treachery, and still succumb to it. Gríma's chambers are northeast of the steps that lead to Meduseld. Come, I will show you the way. Yeah, I really don't think that you're going to be showing me the way, for some reason. But go we shall nonetheless. To Gríma's creepy castle, is probably what he calls it. Welcome to Gríma's creepy castle. Come one, come all. You have found the entrance to Wormtongue's chambers. Do further treacheries wait within? I don't know. Does Gríma sound creepy when he talks? A marked page in one of these books reads, "No mere wit, he." This chest is tightly locked, and you possess no key to unlock it. A crude map lies on this table, but you cannot discern what it represents. Yeah, blood and swirly, whirly. Clearly they're going to use the Dark Brotherhood to open a portal to Skyrim. That is what I get from that. That is pretty clear. Okay, let's see here. These books detail the geography and history of Rohan, but contain nothing of note right now. Carved into the table is the crude representation of a crying eye. Where? I don't see a crying eye. Unless it's like that. Is it that? I don't know. This cabinet stands empty. Did someone get here before you? These drawers contain linen and fine clothes, rumpled, now in disarray. Beneath the chair you find a golden key. Inside the chest you find items too varied to belong to Gríma, including a valuable sword. Collected, Herogrim.
What did you find there?
That is Herogrim, the sword of Theoden. It is possible that the king asked Gríma to keep the sword safe in his chest, but such safekeeping is no longer necessary. I will return Herogrim to its master, once I have brought Éomer word of his release. For now, bring these other items to Gríma in Meduseld and see what he has to say about them. These items are both too varied and too valuable to be his property. I'll warrant, and his explanation for possessing them should be interesting. Okay, back to Metaceld we go. Dun da da. All right. Back the way we came. What level is this quest anyway? 86. Pretty soon we're gonna have to do more leveling, I think. Because there's just no way we're gonna be able to keep up with getting to level 95 just doing epic story stuff, so. And really, I know we only need to get to level 90, but still, I think we'll probably be outpaced even so.
Every one of those items was a gift.
What are these things? Why do you show them to me, vile man?
You explain that the goods were taken from the chest in his chambers, and demand an explanation.
Every one of those items was a gift.
Gríma hisses.
You are a thief. I demand that you return these things to my chambers when you return to my presence. You come bearing an apology. I have suffered at the hands of these ingrates, and now my own possessions are being paraded before all the court, and my name dragged through the slimes. These are the thanks I receive for my months of tireless service to the king. You are a liar, man, and a thief. Your voice drips with poison, and your words are false. I curse thee, and beg that some kind heart will defend me from your insults and your slander.
Where did you get these items?
You say these were found within Gríma's chest. I see. Theoden casts a dark look in the direction of his former servant. I will have one of my men restore these items to the proper owners. I am of a mind to send this worm back to his proper owner as well. Would it be a mercy, I wonder? On this day, and in the sight of his continued crimes, I am more interested in justice than in mercy. Man, way better armor.
Wait. There is one item you should return yourself, as its owner is here in the hall.
Although it looks way... This looks like level 7 armor. I mean, this is ridiculous. After level 30, you should not have armor looking like this. That is just disgusting. I mean, seriously. What is going on? Wait. There is one more item you should return yourself, as its owner is here in the hall. Theoden scowls and hands you a delicate cloth. On a corner of the cloth is embroidered the name, Éowyn. I am not so poor a judge as to think my sister-daughter Éowyn intended Gríma to have this token of her favor. Return it to her, and she will tell you for whom it was intended.
I remember this token. I gave it to my brother to bring him good fortune in battle.
Éowyn accepts the embroidered cloth from you, with surprise.
I remember this token. I gave it to my brother Éomer to bring him good fortune in battle, and he wore it on his raging throughout the mark. It must have been taken from him when he was confined to his chambers by my uncle's command. No, the command was my Lord Theoden's, but the words were Gríma's. And my brother's confinement was carried out by those men Gríma selected. This
One of them must have taken this token from Éomer and given it to Gríma. Had I known this, I would not have allowed it. Bring this token of mine to my brother, and tell him our uncle is restored. He has been confined to his chambers in Edoras, north of Meadowsound. Alright, the story continues to progress here. Still level 86, thank goodness. I'm hoping that we can at least get to 86 before we're doing level 90 quests. I think that's possible. Especially since higher level quests give you more XP and things like that. It is possible. Hold on here. Okay, for whatever reason I was thinking that that was a Pine Leaf character, but I don't think it is. Pinnedale. Okay. And that happened. Alright, come on. How did this... get out of here. Okay, here we go. Again, more proof that this is a horribly laid out city. Oh, nope, we passed it. There's an invisible wall there. Okay, that is interesting. That you have found the entrance to Éomer's chambers, where until today he has been imprisoned by the command of the king. Alright, well, I think that this is a good place to stop. Thank you everyone so much for watching another episode of the Epic Story. When we return, we will talk to Éomer and learn of what must be done as we progress here in Rohan. But till then, thank you everyone so much for watching, and I'll see you again real soon for another episode of the Epic Story. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to hit the like button below. And if you'd like to see more of my daily content, feel free to subscribe, and you'll be notified when that new content comes out. And also, if you'd like to help support my channel and help me continue to create high quality videos, feel free to support me on Patreon, and you can get all sorts of great rewards in the process. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you again real soon for another video.